From the shards of tattered dreams I rose, unwilling, tossed upon tides of pain that flowed and ebbed and left me searingly awake, and more revoltingly alive. It was then I saw her for the first time.
Good evening. We did not expect you to awaken so soon. Already you surprise us.
My mind was in fragments like shattered glass. Where am I? I don't remember.
Yes. It was said your memory would be affected by your long slumber. That will pass in time. I am Uma, and I am here to help you. Know that your name is Kain, and you were once a power in the land.
I know my name, but my past, I remember fragments only.
That you awoke at all is a miracle. When we found you, there was but the barest thread of life left in you. We nurtured it, fed it, and now you rise and walk again.
And what is this place?
You are in the city of Meridian, capital of the land of Nosgoth, the land you once sought to conquer and rule. Tell me, since you remember your name, do you also remember your nature?
Of course.
Then let me show you the future. You have been asleep for 200 years. In that time, this is what has become of Nosgoth.
Yo guys, what's going on? This is Jason coming back with another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 2. That came out back in 2001 during the same time of Soul Reaver. It came out, was released for the GameCube, Xbox and PS2 and PC. Now with this game, this is sort of the black sheep of the Legacy of Kain series. This series is kind of the last game that's usually mentioned, because usually everyone always talks about all the other ones, but this one's like the last to be told or mentioned to other people. And do I think it's really a bad game? I never, and that's one thing about me. I don't hate this game. This game is definitely a good game. It's just the 3D element is a bit weird. Okay, I think it might throw some people off, but the mechanics and the gameplay mechanics are really unique. Now with Blood Omen 2, what makes this game unique is this is after Blood Omen 1. If you haven't watched my Blood Omen 1 review, you should, because I cover what happens in that game. So this game takes place right after Blood Omen 1, when Kain refuses to sacrifice himself to the pillars, condemning the pillars to fall to eternal damnation. So this is where Kain kickstarts his campaign to take over Nosgoth by having the aid of Vorador and other vampires to pretty much conquer Nosgoth, the entire continent. He comes across a Seraphim Lord that is called the Seraphim Lord that actually is a Hilden in disguise, and pretty much beats Kain, in the first battle. They both possess the Soul Reaver, and well, no, I should say they don't both possess the Soul Reaver. He possesses the Nexus Stone that actually acts as more like a shield that doesn't harm the Seraphim Lord, where Kain is, pretty much, he loses because of that. And then the Seraphim Lord claims the Soul Reaver. So Kain is defeated. He is struck down by the Seraphim Lord, and he kind of goes into a deep hibernation where his body is slowly healing itself. So 1,000 years has passed, and Kain wakes up from agony, and he wakes to a female vampire called Uma, who pretty much tells him that he's here to help him. She's here to help him. So what happens is that you kind of don't remember everything. You're kind of starting from the bottom now, where you got to earn your, I guess you could say, your stripes back. Kain is practically in this world a nobody in a way. He's kind of the grunt in this game, where you got to go and kind of earn your stripes back to gain that credibility. So throughout the game, the idea is that you're hunting down your lieutenants, the people who fought alongside Kain, and you're out for vengeance. You're out for revenge. And you pretty much, it's kind of like Soul Reaver 1. You kill them and you get a new vampire gift. But the main focus is to stop the Seraphim Lord. Okay? So the Seraphim Lord is the main focus of the game. Kain wants revenge against the Seraphim Lord for what he did to him. And you kind of, throughout the game, come to a realization that there's a bigger conspiracy going on in Nosgoth. That the Hilden are trying to come back to Earth. They're trying to come back to Nosgoth. And they're using devices to, do so. But they're using these mechanisms, hoping that they can use this mechanism, this machine, to take over bodies so they can come back to this realm. Where Kain, discovers it and, of course, puts a stop to the Hilden's plans. And you take the fight to the Hilden. And, of course, at the end of the game, kill the Hilden. You do come across other characters like Vorador, who's actually, you're going to be doing some work for him. And you come across Yana's Origin, who, is from Soul Reaver 2, that actually helps out Kain, but gets his ass totally kicked from the Hilden Lord. I'm trying to figure out how the vampires even stood a chance against the Hilden, but that's just me. But you find out that the vampires are actually cursed because the Hilden cursed them from the blood curse that the vampires had to feed off humans. And you don't really know why, but in Legacy of Kain 2, it explains why, but I'll leave that for Defiance. Okay, so overall, with that story, it's a game. It's a story of vengeance. You're out for vengeance. You want revenge, and you want to take down the Seraphim Lord. But you also come across some conspiracies going on with the Hilden and humans, and also that you kind of have to gain your stripes back. Now, this game towards the end does kind of hint that Kain will be resurrecting the Seraphim Lords, because at the end he has to rebuild his empire after he kills the Seraphim Lord. So I'm just gonna make the guess that at the end of the game he's gonna be rebuilding his empire by resurrecting the Seraphim priest, that's Raziel, and all the other brethren from Soul Reaver 1. So the gameplay, this is what I was talking about. The gameplay is kind of weird. The 3D gameplay is a bit, I guess you could say, it's not clunky, but it's jagged, it's weird. It doesn't feel like smooth like Soul Reaver 2 and 1 and Legacy of Kain Defiance. It feels like it needs some more work. Other than the combat, I do like the combat. There's a sense of I like to say tic-tac-toe / chess. Okay, you gotta plan out your attacks. You gotta use swords and weapons. You also have magic, but you can't keep using the same swords, so you're forced to change between weapons because your swords will get damaged over time. The magics you'll gain are from enemies that lieutenants that you killed that betrayed you, and you gain a new ability, and these abilities will help you throughout the game. The combats and the beasts you come across are really just, I would say, unique. They're nothing like any other Legacy of Kain creature I came across in the previous games. Another thing I do like is that, when you drink blood, the more blood you drink from enemies, the more you kill them, your health slowly rises. Your health will rise over time. And of course, you gotta find these hidden boxes that increase your health, stamina, that you will need, by the way. Make sure to not spare any boxes. You're gonna need every single box, health stamina boxes. Now, overall, with everything I said, the voice acting is the same. It's still legendary. You got Michael Bell and Tony. I think you don't have Tony J. Let me see who the other guy is. I forgot his name, but I'll pull it up. I know Michael Bell is one of them. Overall, the game is really good, man. I like the Legacy of Kain series. It's practically still the same game, good game with good acting, good casting, and the music in this game is really good too. I do like the music from this game compared to you know, the first Legacy of Kain series. Now the guy who voice acts, what's his name? Kain is Simon Templin. He's really good. Like I said, a lot of these actors who, you know, play voice act characters are really legendary. So, you know, you can look them up for yourself. Anyways, I'm gonna give this game a 4 out of 5. The reason why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 is due to the movement, the 3D gameplay. It feels like this game wasn't ready, and it feels weird. Okay, when you move Kain around. The combat's solid, but not the movement. So I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 5. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you later.